Now we come to the last of the non-Vedic darshanas, the Cārvāka darshana. It is also called Lokayata. It's a very peculiar situation reconstructing the tenets of this particular school, because there is no literature surviving which is specifically for this particular darshana. We have only fragments from other sources. So, if some school is criticizing the views of Cārvāka, let us say, we know what are the views of the Cārvāka from that particular work. So, indirectly we have culled out the key features or key theories or concepts of the Cārvāka darshana. So, mainly it is some sort of a materialistic hedonism, some sort of a pleasure seeking darshana which believes only in the material reality. According to it, matter is the ultimate reality. So, it rejects that there is anything divine or transcendental power behind this matter. For it, there are only the things that we can perceive. So, matter is the ultimate reality for them, and within this matter also, generally in other traditions they believe in Pancha Mahabhutas, the earth, fire, water, air and Akasha. In this, the Akasha is not accepted by the Cārvāka. They only accept entities that they can perceive, and among the various Purusharthas or the various goals that human beings can strive for, the four famous ones are Dharma, Artha, Kama and Moksha. Among these, the Cārvākas reject Dharma and Moksha because we don't see any of these things from our perception. They accept only two of them, that is Kama, that is pleasure, and the Artha, which is wealth, which is used as a means to get pleasure. So, this Kama is seen as the end all of life. So, the purpose of life is to get as much pleasure from it as possible. And death is seen as the final end of life. There is no afterlife, there is no Swarga, there is no Naraka, one does not come back and go to Swarga and then come back, etc. This kind of cycle is not there. Once you are dead, that is the end of your story. That is the belief of the Cārvāka darshana. And all of this is because of their epistemology. They believe that only direct perception, whatever we can gather from direct perception, only that is to be believed. So, the only valid source of knowledge or pramana is direct perception or pratyaksha. It is because of this that they do not believe in Akasha. It is because of this that they don't believe in an entity called Dharma. It is because of this that they don't believe in some entity called Sarga, and it is because of this that they don't believe in any entity called Ishvara. So, neither there is Atman, neither there is God or any of these things. But what about consciousness? You cannot disagree that I am different from this particular matter. What distinguishes a person, individual like me and this stand? Others may say that there is an Atman in us. But no, the Cārvāka says that this whatever you are calling consciousness, it is coming because of the peculiar combination of the four elements. That's all. You combine the elements in a certain way, you will get some property called consciousness. The classical example given for that is that the red color, or when you eat pan, you take the betel leaf and then you apply some chuna or something like that, and then when you chew that, you get the red color. Now, that red color is not there in the leaf, it is not there in the chuna, but then the specific combination of all of these things produces the red color. Similarly, if you take hydrogen, it does not have the property of extinguishing fire. Oxygen, if you take, it does not have the property of extinguishing fire, but you put them both together, you get H2O, which has the property of putting off fire. So, the four elements in some combination, if they combine in a particular way, they give rise to this entity called consciousness. That combination has happened over here, it has not happened over in this remote control, it has not happened for this stand, it has not happened for this laptop. There the combination is different, here the combination is different, and in this the combination is different. That is why this entity has consciousness, whereas this entity and this entity don't have consciousness. And this consciousness will disappear once the combination breaks, and the combination will break at our death. So, when death happens, the consciousness also will go away. It is not that the consciousness will go to some Swarga and etc. come back, that is not going to happen. When the four elements break away, the consciousness also will break away. So, they don't believe in the idea of rebirth. The highest goal for them is to have as much pleasure in one's own lifetime as possible. So, this diagram here quickly summarizes the key tenets of the Cārvāka darshana, and as you can see, the central tenet, that is the direct perception, is the only source of knowledge. From that, all the things that you see on the perimeter or circumference follow from this belief in their method of attaining knowledge. So they believe that matter is the only reality, because matter is the only thing that you can get from direct perception. They believe that the world is made up of the 4 basic constituents. They don't believe in the 5th one, which is Akasha, because it is not available by direct perception. They don't believe in any transcendental entities like some devas or yakshas, etc., because they are not available from direct perception. There is nothing called afterlife, because we have till now we have not seen this fantastic places like Swarga, Naraka, etc. We have not seen. We have not also seen this magical thing called Atman. So there is nothing called afterlife. And whatever it is that you call consciousness, it is a emergent property from the various combination of the 4 elements. The purpose of life is to have enjoyment. The only thing that we see over here in this world, we don't see karma, we don't see dharma, adharma, etc. We don't see. All we see is that there are some people who are happy, there are some people who are not happy. So we'd rather be in this position rather be in that position. So it is to get as much happiness here and now in this particular life than to simply do some karma, etc., hoping that at some point in time we will get moksha. Instead of investing in some unknown distant future, might as well sit and enjoy in this particular life. So this is a quick summary of the Cārvāka darshana. With this, we come to an end of a survey of the various darshanas. We surveyed the 6 Astika darshanas or Vedic darshanas and the 3 Nastika darshanas. I hope you have now got a brief idea about the various philosophical thoughts or concepts which were developed by the Indian thinkers.